4,000 horsepower from twin MTU Rolls-Royce engines.
State-of-the-art extend seating system.
Award-winning outside entertainment space.
A range of over 1,500 nautical miles at 10 knots.
A beach club with an array of water toys.
Nearly 300 square metres of usable space, including 5 sumptuous cabins.
I was fortunate enough to supply this boat new to a current owner, and I've now listed this boat for sale. I'm Steve Handy.
And I'm Tom.Wills, and we're both from Sunseeker London Group, and in this video we're going to show you why you should own this Sunseeker 100 Yacht Scorpion. So Steve, now we've done the introductions to this stunning Sunseeker, tell me some of the features on board this boat that really set it apart from others in the industry.
Well look, I think the most important thing to start talking about is this back end space. So this boat's fitted with the optional extend system.
Yeah.
It's actually, hate to do this, but it's patented, so it's exclusive to Sunseeker, fitted as an option on here, and as you can see it's in its raised position. So we've added, what, 2 metres to the aft cockpit here?
It's a significant amount of room now. With that in its that position, it really is a lot of room. And you can imagine entertaining in this space and just relaxing.
Well look, the owner wanted freestanding furniture. Sunseeker do offer other options here, fitted furniture, but this guy wanted an open space, real family vibe, but very elegant. So this is beautiful. A company called Indian Ocean, made in the UK, but this creates a different dynamic for this space. You've got the optional bimini here, so you've got sunshade in the extend system if you want it. We've got refrigeration, an ice maker here, so a little servery for guests that want to help themselves or have a crew member at the back here. But I think we'll talk more about what's down at the water level, but this has to be one of the biggest features of this boat, how Sunseeker have maximised, but importantly, how the owner has chosen all of the extras to ensure that this part of the boat transforms your usage as a family on boat.
And good audio, bits and pieces out here.
Amazing, all the upgrades, Tom, tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick. Okay, let's go down on the platform and see what other options we've got on the extend system. So Steve, with the extend now up, gives us an opportunity to look in the garage. And what have we got on board this particular boat?
So included in this boat is a Williams 445 jet rib. And this is a Sea-Doo S230 SGTI. So this is an air-cooled jet ski. And it's actually, you'll notice it's custom painted by Venom. So 2 really cool toys. Also included in here, the inventory is extensive. And that includes all the water sports gear, so you've got water sports toys. Can't see all of them here, but they're here. And the great thing with this Williams, as you know, it's got such a cool drive system, such a clever drive system, that you can pull skiers at 30, 35, 40 knots on this toy. So you've got 2 great toys in the back end.
And then the lifting platform, if you wanted to put another tender on here, then you could?
Well, as I said to you, this boat has everything specified at the back end. So this, as standard, would be 720 kilos lifting capacity. The owner upgraded it. You could lift 1,250 kilos of toys at the back end.
So you could easily have a third rib or
definitely
extra toy on the
you could. This could be your crew tender, and on here you could have a big 5 metre another rib of some kind.
Very cool.
But shall we talk about really important feature here, how this engineering space transforms into a beach club?
I've seen this at boat shows, Steve, but I've never actually seen it work and actually in place. So it'd be great to see the beach club in position for sure.
Let's have a look.
Okay, let's do that. So Steve, what a transformation. I mean, we're now in beach club mode. I mean, wow.
This is unbelievable.
Unreal.
There are a number of these hundreds in service now, as we know. Can you believe not everyone has had this option?
I mean, I think it just makes this area just so usable. I mean, watching the crew get this ready for us today, I mean, it's pretty simple to do. And actually, I think as a usability and as a functional space, you could get a lot of fun down here, couldn't you?
Well, we've transformed an engineering space into a family entertainment space. Worth pointing out here, this particular boat is also fitted as an option with the sea stairs. We've got them in the raised position at the moment, but they obviously drop down into the water, so a much wider platform to get in and out of the water for safety. And also remember, this whole platform does drop down. We talked earlier about the fact that it's upgraded to 1,250 kilos. I know I've gained some weight. I'm not quite that. But if you've got kids who are nervous getting in the water, either you've got the sea stairs or you could drop this platform down into the water a little bit to make it easier to get in and out.
I mean, I think features like this really make this boat stand out, don't they? I mean, this really is a wow factor. I mean, to have this arrangement like this is just incredible.
As I said, everything was specified at the back part of this boat to make sure that every single area of space is usable for guests.
And toys-wise, we've got the jet ski now and the jet rig in the water, and we just put up the paddleboard just to give us an idea of...
Well, there's a number of blow-up paddleboards. We've put one in the water here. You've got water skis. As I said, this boat's fully loaded with toys. 2 sea bobs as well, Tom. And I love a sea bob.
Yeah.
2 custom painted sea bobs for this particular boat that do store in a garage in its own locker under those stairs.
Perfect.
Really, again, cool addition. Included in this particular boat, yeah.
Good, okay. Obviously, it's all about entertaining this boat, a lot of it. What other spaces can we entertain in?
We've got to go to the flybridge.
Come on in, let's go.
Let's have a look. Let's go.
Okay, so stairs up to the flybridge, and wow, I mean, what a space, Steve. I mean, first impressions, I mean, this is a serious amount of space up here, isn't it? I mean,
this is a serious party deck up here.
Yeah.
So lots of features. We've got huge barbecue griddle here.
Yeah.
We've got ice makers,
Yeah.
refrigerators, drawer refrigerators, sink. Great space for crew to serve guests in. Hot tub, jacuzzi.
Yeah, great. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a superb location for a jacuzzi, isn't it? I mean, sitting in there with a glass on that rear balustrade there looking through.
Well, worth mentioning here that the owner didn't want the wing sunbathing moulds that are as standard on this jacuzzi.
Yeah.
He wanted the infinity jacuzzi. It's beautiful, but he preferred having the open space on the port side in case he wanted exercise bikes, weights, basically gym type equipment.
Yeah.
As it is, he's got sun lounges, freestanding sun lounges here, but lots of versatility with the way this was laid out. He had a bigger table, fixed table, so you've got a huge table, and as I mentioned before, you've got these teak Summit folding director's chairs.
And I can see the rear extending sunshade there.
Yeah, so there's an electric bimini that covers this area if you've had enough of the sun.
And the multi-vane, I noticed.
And
on
the
spec
multi-vane.
this one is fitted, which is quite a key feature, isn't it, of this boat?
Well, you do have as an option on a new 100, I believe, a conventional canvas sunroof, but this is much better.
Yeah, that's nice.
You don't get the shaking that you get on a canvas sunroof, so this is very solid, and it gives you that flexibility of shade and sun, so that's a really cool feature. On this particular one, he didn't want the helm on the starboard side, so that was deleted in lieu of these fiberglass L-shaped seating units, which, when you think you've got so much protection here from this raised pilot house, you can imagine sitting here underway and not getting buffeted by the wind.
I love that. I mean, look at that view. I mean, the crew have kindly set the table up for us this afternoon, and it's just a beautiful place to be, isn't it? I mean,
oh wow, Tom, we've got the sea bobs that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, we mentioned those, and they're colour coded to the jet ski.
Yep.
Yep.
But what a great space. Storage under these seats.
Yeah.
Same over on the port side with the table seating. You've got storage under there. But this is such a cool party deck, amazing sound system. He ticked all the upgrade boxes for AV and music and audio. So this really is such a great, great space. And it's one of the main things about this 100 yacht. These outside spaces, we keep talking about this square meterage, this usable space, but it really is unique. And this space is just stunning.
Yeah, I think this coupled up with the area of the beach club area we've just seen, I mean, it's just phenomenal. And we've still got more space to look at forward.
Well, we've got to show that.
Yeah,
this is epic. So you've got a wing station here, great for manoeuvring for the captain, so he can look fully down the beam of the boat as he's reversing into a mooring. Have you got one over there,
I've got
Tom?
one here, yeah. So I've got full sets of thruster controls, engine controls, and start-stop. And as you said, that's fantastic visibility. I've got all the way down the port side there, so yeah, nice position.
But from an owner and guest perspective, the fact that I haven't got to walk downstairs and I can walk along this side deck, this is amazing. Let's show this, Tom.
Yeah,
Shall we walk forward?
Let's do it. So as you walk up onto this foredeck, I mean, it's so easy to get up here, isn't it, Steve? I mean, there really is. It's just a flat floor all the way forward. It really is easy.
We can't talk about this enough, Tom. Let's be honest. This is so unique.
Yeah.
On a normal flybridge boat, if you wanted to get from that main flybridge space to this foredeck space, you'd have to go down a set of stairs, along a side deck, up another set of stairs. Not so easy when you've had a couple of drinks or you're carrying something. This boat, you don't have to go through that. This whole deck is connected.
I guess if you're on here with friends, whatever, actually it would keep you all together. You wouldn't have that segregation, would you? Because you could have some people here and some people back there, but it's easy to access all those areas at once.
Yeah, I remember when we were speccing this with the owner and we were talking about the Summit teak director's chairs. And we measured this space here as the owner wanted to be able to sit with 2 of those director's chairs facing out, even considered fishing. I don't believe he's done it, but that was in his thinking. So you've got enough space on the side decks, you could move those Summit director's chairs around, but this space here is endless.
And what features have we got on this actual boat? So I can see a couple of fridge drawers up here. I've got rise and fall table here.
Yeah, so you've got two drawer fridges, so easy to help yourself to drinks. This high-low table is really cool. These backrests here are electric, which I just find fascinating. But such a lot of space. You'll notice here we've got these bases, these stainless steel bases, 6 of them. So this boat's also fitted as an option with the carbon fibre poles and the canopies.
It's a
so
nice
you've got
extra.
Sunshade here if you want it. But this space is huge.
And I have to say, Steve, I love this angle of this boat. And I remember the first time I ever went on 100 was at Cannes a couple of years ago. And I vividly remember just seeing that raised central helm. Just, it really stands out. It really is a key design feature.
Don't you think these angles and these shapes in the mould make it look like a Predator?
They do.
It's very aggressive in its look.
It's very handsome, should we say.
This angular glazing here.
No, it definitely is. And I spied a foredeck. Are we not going down there now?
No, not yet. If we're going to show you the terrace, let's do that through the creme de la creme.
So should we dive down here and back down the aft deck?
So before we walk down to the aft cockpit with Tom, just want to mention you've got a door here into the servery, galley and crew quarters. So you've got this private access for crew, separating crew from guests. We'll go and show you in that space in a bit more detail. But just to point out, love some of the design features here. So handrails on the inside of the bulwarks. So when you're looking at the boat from outside, the shear line looks more elegant. You haven't got ugly handrails on the side. Really high bulwarks. So I appreciate I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but nonetheless, these are really, really high bulwarks. You feel really safe and contained in here. However, conversely, you've then got cutouts here with glazing, full height glazing in the side. We'll talk about that more when we go inside, and the fact that really the key thing in this boat are these panoramic vistas. You've got such massive visibility and you can see out, but you get a hint of that as we walk down the side deck here. Lovely stainless steel detailing on the cleats. Really beautiful, beautiful, elegant space here. Oh wow, Tom, you enjoying a rest?
Well, 5 minutes apiece, Steve, didn't do anyone harm. And what a place to be. I mean, this is a really spectacular place to sit.
Stunning. But Tom, there's no peace for the wicked. Can we go and have a look inside?
Wow, look at this. This is really special.
Tom, let's mention this feature. This is really important. So many boats, even of this size, don't have this. This has the optional electric patio door. So you have sensors opening the doors. They will open fully if you want the whole space open.
And you can actually open all of the door?
Yeah. So they'll all concertina over to the port side, which means you've then got this connected deck, one big inside-outside space.
That's amazing. And one of the things, like space, isn't it? I mean, that glass there, that glazing, and quite good head height in here as well. I mean,
I keep talking about my weight or my height. I appreciate I'm not the tallest, but the head heights throughout the whole boat are so impressive. But listen, lots of customisation here. Worth mentioning, this owner chose the silver oak. He wanted this boat to feel really light and bright and modern and contemporary.
Which it does.
Obviously the standard features are the full height glazing. Worth mentioning, he also chose the patio door on the starboard side. So nice. it's not electric, but it is an option. So again, that just creates more free flow through the boat. All the upgrades that you can imagine in here, so upgraded AV packs, bigger TV, 75-inch TV instead of a 65-inch TV. He didn't want, a lot of the boats I see have ottomans here or connected sofas, U-shaped sofas. He wanted a free flow through.
Which it gives you that feeling, doesn't it? I mean, the lighting I notice as well. I think at night this must look spectacular, these sort of detail lighting and spotlighting. And set up for 10, so what, with 5 cabins?
Yeah, so you've got 5 cabins. 2 of the cabins are twins, but they convert to doubles. We can show you that later. So you've got enough seats here for all of your guests.
So I know I mentioned the table already, it seats 10, but I mean, it's pretty spectacular here, isn't it?
And some optional extras here. So these Manuel Laraga chairs, these were a lovely feature chosen by the owner. Bella Figura overhead light. That was quite an extra.
Yeah.
You notice the mirrored inlays here.
Yeah,
everywhere you look, there's this reflection of the sea light. This feels so modern, contemporary and spacious. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's certainly a very nice place. So where are we going to head to next?
Tom, let's show the main feature on this boat, this epic master cabin.
Go on then.
Come this way. Must mention the floating staircase.
Yeah,
Look at that.
That is really nice. It's a real design feature of Bespoke, isn't it? I mean, it looks fantastic to have the view down there to the lower cabins and then through out to the water.
You'll notice all of this glazing everywhere.
Yeah.
So you've got these bulkheads here in glazing.
Yeah.
I'm told there's 113 square metres of glazing on this boat,
Wow.
which would cover 10% of the Louvre pyramid.
That's incredible. And what we've got here, just as we walk through, we've got storage.
Storage unit here,
Yeah,
storage cupboard.
great.
We've got a day head in there.
Yeah.
And then from this doorway here, lovely lobby here, lovely area, but from that doorway into the master cabin.
Yeah, nice. After you.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow, this is huge.
Look at all this storage, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, the range of this boat is significant, isn't it? I mean, we're talking
More than 1,000 nautical miles.
So you're going to be spending extended periods of time on board this boat.
Well, 1,800 litres of fresh water.
Yeah.
She's got the optional water maker,
Yeah.
producing over 350 litres an hour.
And I've noticed today, I mean, as we've been filming, the wind's really got up, and this is fitted with CMC, I know we'll talk about at the helm, but CMC stabilisers, and she feels really planted
Fin
today.
stabilisers, yeah.
Yeah, and like you say, lots of storage, lovely vanity area here, with even more storage underneath. Vanity, and I can notice the USB chargers, all the standard things you'd expect, which is really nice.
So, Tom, this has to be the definition of six-star luxury. Look at this space.
It's amazing. With those windows, I mean, they're just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, the view out of there, I mean, it's one thing seeing this boat at a boat show, but seeing it actually on the water, at anchor.
Well, you get to appreciate as an owner, if I was waking up, looking out of that window, the hull side window is low enough that when I'm laying in bed, you could genuinely see down and see the sea.
No, definitely.
You've got this beautiful atrium door here, which is pneumatically sealed. So once it's closed, it's sealed from seawater or rain.
Television?
You've got a high-low television, Tom.
Okay, yeah.
Beautiful features everywhere, lots of detailing, these lovely shelves with stainless holders here, lovely headboard design. Owner had some customization in here, obviously shows all things like soft furnishings, curtains, but this carpet inlay was an extra. This wood floor was an extra with carpet inlay here.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, the quality of the finishing, I mean, all Sunseekers are fantastic, but I mean, this really is to a superb level. I mean, the detailing and the fabric choices on this boat are really, really nice.
Electric blinds here.
Okay, yeah, nice.
You've got your iPad controllers throughout the boat here, so you're controlling all your dimmable light switches, dimmable lighting, and all of your AV and audio through here. So you can control everything.
And ensuite access is port side.
So, ensuite, go and have a look.
Okay, so into the ensuite for master cabin, and wow, what an ensuite. You've got a huge walk-in shower here with a rainfall shower in the ceiling and a handheld faucet as well. And then on the outside here, then we've got a completely separate toilet space with its own separate door, which is really nice. And then his and her sinks, and it is beautifully lit in here, it really is. And the quality of the finish in here is, as with the master cabin, the whole boat, absolutely spectacular. Okay, so it's a magnificent ensuite area, and we're going to go and catch up with Steve now. He's jumped up onto the bow deck area, so I'm going to come up these steps through this door, super easy access, and wow, what a place, Steve. This is the place to be on this boat, isn't it? This really is.
I'm in shock, Tom. This is such a stunning area.
It's such a luxury to actually be out on anchor on such a beautiful boat.
Look at the view.
And experience this.
So we talked about the fact that this cabin is the definition of six-star luxury.
Yes.
The huge glazing, waking up in the morning, looking out at sea. What a stunning space. But it becomes truly, truly special when you combine that with this. Interestingly, only possible because Sunseeker have designed this with all the anchoring gear below this deck. So all of your big winches and bulwarks that you would bollards, that you would normally see in the way are either hidden in the coamings here or under this deck space. I love the fact that when the folding backrests are up on the sunpads here forwards, you've got complete privacy from your crew. What a fantastic space this is.
Yeah,
and
really
all under 24 metres in load line.
And that's incredible. I mean, that is just, I mean, we've got all of the features we discussed this morning on this boat. I mean, and like you say, it's all under that 24 metre load line length, which is...
Which, if you're operating the boat privately, is important. worth contacting us directly to talk about that in more detail. As we'll talk about later, this boat is commercial. She is being run as a charter boat, but we'll come on to that. But what a great space.
And anchor deck gear is all underneath?
All underneath this floor
Really?
here.
Okay.
Got 2 big lockers, and all the anchoring gear is all under this floor.
Yeah, nice. Well, I know we haven't done the guest accommodation yet, so I think, if you don't mind, I might just sit here for a minute and take in this amazing
Wow, Tom.
space.
Okay, I'm going to go downstairs, down below, and look at guest cabins.
Okay, catch you in a bit.
Okay, so we've left Tom enjoying the owner's terrace forward. I've come down into the lower guest accommodation, starting in one of the bigger doubles. First thing I notice is the detailing, the quality fittings everywhere. Again, beautiful silver oak cabinetry, wardrobe here, stunning quality, sumptuous carpets, love that. Really beautifully appointed TV. Each cabin has got its own AV package, obviously your own air conditioning. But the thing that transforms these spaces and really is the piece de la resistance are these huge windows. They almost feel too good to be true. It's like a painting. It's absolutely stunning, the view out of these cabins. Beautiful. Moving on into each bathroom. So you've got in here huge shower, beautiful vanity unit, lots of detailing in here. Really is a very stunning space. I can't believe that we're on a 100-foot boat. The spaces in here are huge. So this is a mirror image of the double that I've just shown you. So another big double cabin here. Big windows like we've just described, and an ensuite the same size, spec'd out in the same way. Really stunning space. So the bosun mentioned earlier on that there's nearly 300 square metres of usable space here. This really does feel like a luxury home. In the lobby here, I love this space. You've got lots of storage here, which the crew have kitted out with labelling for sheets and towels. More storage under here. But for owner and guests, when you come down into this space, huge ceiling. I've got the floating staircase here, big windows, both port and starboard. I really feel like I'm almost in a loft-like space. It's stunning. So let's show you one of the twin cabins. Window in here again. I've got storage next to the beds. Huge space considering this is a twin. I've got a cavernous space between the two beds. Lots of detailing, lots of reflective surfaces. So as we've talked about throughout this boat, it feels really light and very bright. We'll show you the other twin, which we've set up as a double, and we've put the beds together. Both of these twin cabins will convert through to doubles. And again, both of these cabins have their own ensuite bathrooms, which, like the doubles, are big spaces and stunningly kitted out. So I've moved into the last of these 4 cabins. As I said, this is a twin cabin, but we've got this set up as a double. What I love about the way Sunseeker have designed this is that the beds go from outboard to inboard. So I've still got an island double bed, king-size bed. I've still got shelves that I can put mobile phones, drinks. Still got the same sumptuous finish, the same detailing, the same storage, but I've gone from a twin cabin to a double cabin. So you've got so much versatility. You can have this boat set up as you want, and really none of your guests are left wanting. You've got stunning spaces down here, and again in this cabin, this is your 4th ensuite bathroom, beautifully fitted out, and what a great lower guest accommodation area on Scorpion. Right, we need to find Tom, and I'd like to bet Tom's where there's engineering.
So
let's have a look.
3 screens here.
Tom, I found you. I thought you'd be talking engineering.
Well, yeah, sorry, Steve. I thought I could just jump up here and have a look. But it's an amazing helm. I mean, it's great to actually sit with Andy and just go through some of the kit up here. I mean, it's really interesting.
Well, it's interesting. We were talking about the shapes outside, and the fact that it looked like a Predator and this angular glass, and now we're inside. How cool! What a responsibility, Captain.
Yeah, it was good. It's what a place to be. You know, it's spent a lot of time this summer here. Looking at these screens, they're all interchangeable. I can change whatever I want, wherever I want it.
Upgraded screens, I notice on this boat.
They're huge. They're huge.
More upgrades.
And visibility, Andy. I mean, without the upper helm that we've discussed earlier on, you're quite confident you've got good visibility from this?
Yeah, well, you've only got to look around you now. It's great visibility.
And I guess those wing stations come into...
When we're mooring up, they're second to none. You know, they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's just a full view from right the way alongside each side of the boat. So.
What a great space here. Look at this. This almost chaise lounge. And is this used?
Yeah, all the crew, we sit up here. We're on passage.
Okay.
They very rarely sit away. We all sit up here and talk and share the experience.
Or if owner and guests wanted to be in here.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we've had guests in, sat in when we're on passage.
Okay, interesting.
Direct access to the flybridge vent through the door, which we saw earlier on as well, which is nice.
So we've had a beamy sea today, so there's been some potentially rolly conditions, but with the CMC hydraulic fin stabilisers, it's been great on here.
Yeah. And I'm right in saying only they can turn through 180?
Yeah, they can be swung 180 so you don't get any walk towards the anchor chain.
And they're quiet as well. I mean, obviously they're working quite well today, and I haven't really heard them at all.
No.
And she's also fitted with the blade trim tabs, the CMC interceptors.
Yes, correct.
So that, if I'm right, that acts also as stabilisation, and those trim tabs deploy.
They only work when you're underway, but yes.
But that again helps with that roll mitigation.
Yes, great.
Another upgrade.
Amazing. Very good, very good. Well, it's great to see, and real pleasure to sort of go through it, Andy, in a bit more detail. So yeah, definitely.
So Andy, I understand you're available should the new owner, the buyer, want the boat, and you and or crew, you are available to continue on with the boat.
Yeah, I'd love to stay. I love the boat. I never heard about it, so yeah, I'd love to stay.
And I would say that's an advantage with you as a broker.
Oh, definitely.
Having a captain who knows the boat intimately.
Continuity.
Overseeing the maintenance, continuity is the way forward. So.
And the experience of the cruising you've already done, you know, to do that, to have that experience, that number of sea miles on this boat, I think it's fantastic. So definitely. Brilliant.
Okay, shall we move on to...
Should we better go and have a look at where your crew accommodation is,
Yeah,
Andy,
please,
and the galley?
yeah.
Because we haven't actually done that yet.
Let's go and do that.
Have a look.
Okay, great.
Wow, what a well-appointed galley we've got here. So we've got stainless steel behind these lacquered doors, refrigerators and freezers, more than 750 litres of space in here. We've got a big wine cooler here, Miele wine cooler, Miele induction hob here, oven, dishwasher, microwave. This galley really is very well appointed, beautifully finished. And as I mentioned earlier, the door out here on this port side gives the crew private access out, so guests and owner aren't interrupted as they navigate around the boat. Crew quarters, importantly, just here. So if we go down into this space, here we are again. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Steve. So I'm just sat down here in the crew quarters. It's very comfortable. I'm sat here. I've got a huge television over there if I want to sit down here and relax. Fully equipped mini galley there with a microwave, and it's actually a nice place to be. Great access back to the galley, I believe, and you've also got side access to the side deck, haven't you?
Just mentioned that, yeah. So you've got, what, 3 cabins here. So we've got cabin for the captain, and then 2 bunk bed cabins. So there's 5, essentially 5 beds, 5 crew.
Yeah.
But you know, this is important to talk about because actually on a boat of this size, especially when you're full with 10 guests, crew need this space. They need downtime. They need this private space.
Definitely.
It's fed from the galley, so in fairness, the chef can cook for them, but they have got their own fridge. They've got their own microwave. They've got an ability to feed themselves down here, but they're away from everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's really nicely fitted out as well. It's done in a very good way.
I don't feel claustrophobic down here.
No.
I feel I'd almost stay down here.
Yeah, it's perfectly more than comfortable, more than adequate. And you've also got controls for the systems of the boat, haven't you? You've got an extra SIMRAD screen.
Repeaters and controllers above us here.
You've got another
VHF,
panel. So yeah, all in all, a very sensible, nicely designed space for some very important people on board.
Great layout, very good.
Whilst it's still so beautifully sunny outside, should we nip up top and get ready for the way back into the marina?
I think we should.
Let's go.
Let's do that.
So, Steve, what a day. I mean, we've been at anchor for 6 or 7 hours today in the beautiful February sunshine in Portugal, and I've really enjoyed the day. What a great day.
I did tell you there was going to be a lot to film on this epic boat, Tom.
And I think what we hopefully have proved today in this video, 2 things. We've proved that the Sunseeker 100 Yacht is a magnificent model from Sunseeker with a number of superb features,
award-winning design, patented engineering,
accommodation.
Beautiful.
Great. So I think it's been really good, and not only have we done that, hopefully we've shown that this 100 Yacht Scorpion is actually a brilliant example that is available now.
She is available now. As we know, if somebody wanted a new boat, it's not available until 2026. Scorpion is actively available right now. If you want further information, my details are going to be at the end of this video. If you've enjoyed watching Tom and I, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and check back for the next video.
Thank you.